The number one ingredient for an entrepreneur is ambition. However, if you don't control it, it can crush you. What it means to be ambitious, what I realize, it's all about desire. It's about how much you want it. And so many people ask me if are entrepreneurs born? Are they created? And I would say that I've seen a combination of both. But what I haven't seen a combination is that if they have the ambition or not. What I realize, you cannot teach someone how to want it. You cannot teach desire. You cannot teach ambition. That is something that's inside. And so that's one of the biggest things that I've seen as it relates to ambition is that you can't teach it. It's something that's within. You cannot teach someone how to want it. Now that you know, as far as, okay, you have that ambition, the key thing is, how can you use it as a weapon of success? Because sometimes uncontrolled ambition can lead you into the wrong directions. And I'll share that with you. I'll share a real story. There was a deal that I really wanted to win. I mean, man, I prepared for this deal and it didn't happen. I was down about it. And my daughter, she's 17. She's like, Dad, what's the matter? And I'm like, I'm good. I really wanted this to happen. I really wanted this outcome to happen. One of the things that she says, and I'll never forget this, she said to me, she goes, Dad, one of the things that I realize is that you go after all these big deals as if it's oxygen and that it's not extra, when you have oxygen with us all around you. And that hit me. My ambition to want to have this blow, to be able to bless generations I don't know, I'm skipping the oxygen that's all around me. I was not treating it like it's extra. And so that's one of the things that I had to reframe in my mind of man, I still can go after it, but I can be content and ambitious at the same time. I can be grateful and want to go crush it at the same time. And so sometimes we don't realize that you are living right now the dream board that you created years ago. Right now, sometimes we forget that we are already living the answered prayer. And if you look around as far as the blessings in your life, you're already living it right now. But we're not treating it like it's the oxygen. And we're going after the other things and not like it's extra, but like it's everything. It's wonderful that you're ambitious, but applying that gratitude and understanding that is extra will make it even easier for you to get it because you're in your flow, and it also keep you grateful at the same time. Very ambitious people, they set goals. They set outcomes that they want to achieve and they're going after it. And what happens is there's just this huge amount of frustration that happens when the outcome doesn't appear the way that you expected it to happen. And that could be the time frame, that can be the amount. And here's what I realize. Only God controls the outcomes. You control the inputs. God controls the how and the when. You control the trust and perform. When we try to control the outcomes, we're trying to micromanage God. He's the one that owns the outcomes. We just own the inputs. We can't force someone to say yes. We can't force that deal to go through. We can influence it, and you only influence it with the inputs. And that will give you so much momentum and peace, knowing that if I'm measuring myself on the inputs, the outcomes are going to take care of themselves, most importantly, because I trust them. And so that's one of the biggest things that I realize. If you surrender the outcomes to God, you're in a much more peaceful place, and then you go hard on the inputs. And so that's one of the things that really changed my execution. And I see it in other entrepreneurs that I coach. Man, it is another level when they surrender and give those outcomes to God. There's some people, they don't like ambition. And part of it is that because they don't want it, they want you not to want it. And you wanted it irritates them. And so what I see a lot of people is that they have ambition, But what happens is they start to dim their light. They stop talking big. They stop having the type of proximity that can really take them to the next level. They start dreaming big. They stop even thinking that they are the person that has the audacity to achieve something like that. And so they dim their light. I was so intentional with my kids. You celebrate success. You love your brother and sister, and you make sure that you turn their light on. There's no dimmer switches in my household. Like you show up for your brother and sister and being able to do that. And so I want to encourage you that God gave you that light for a reason. Don't you put that dimmer switch on. You turn that thing all the way up. You dare to believe. You dare to activate that ambition. And then you make sure that you are the one that's leading when you see someone else go, that you are also turning up their light, saying, you know what, I think you could go even bigger. And so that's one of the big things that I want you to understand about ambition is that be ambitious freely. You have the permission to go get it. You have the permission to want it. And don't allow anyone to dim your light. I hope that this episode has blessed you. Guys, I'm in the comments. I want to respond to you. Let me know if this impacted you. Let me know if you got a question. And if this impacted you, I want you to put blessed in the comments. Put blessed in the comments. And if you have questions in there that you have, I'm happy to engage with you in there. Please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And excited to see you on the next one. Talk to you soon. You really want to drive that sales engine. So after you get your first customer, you want to double down on what just happened.